Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Welcome to the special class on Radharani's Pastimes. Today we are going to have 13th part of that. So first we'll have a little kirtan and then we will start. Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava
Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava
Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava
Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava
Gokula Karuni Mandala Mahite
Gokula Karuni Mandala Mahite
Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava
Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava
Damodara Rati Vardhana Veshe Harinesh Kota Vrinda Vipinese Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Vishavanu Dadi Navashashi Leke Dadi Navashashi Leke Dalita Saki Guna Ramita Vishake
Lalita Saki Guna Ramita Vishake
Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava
Radhe Jaya Jaya
Karunam Kurumai Karuna Bharite
Karuna Kurumai Karuna Bharite
Sanaka Sanatana Varnita Charite
Sanaka Sanatana Varnita Charite
Radhe Jaya Jaya
Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava
Radhe Jaya Jaya
Radhe Jaya Jaya
Radhe 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 Jai Jai Shri Radhe
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 Radharani Ki Jai Maharani Ki Jai
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 Bolo Bartane Wali Ki Jai Jai Jai
Bola Bartane Wale Ki Jai Jai Jai
Krishna Bhanu Dulari Ki Jai Jai Jai
Krishna Bhanu Dulari Ki Jai Jai Jai
Radhe 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 Jai Jai Shri Radhe.
Radhe 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 Jai Jai Shri Radhe.
Radhe 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 Sham Shri Radhe.
Radhe 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 Jai Shri Radhe.
Radhe 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 Sham Shri Radhe.
Radhe 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 Jai Shri Radhe.
Radhe 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 Jai Jai Shri Radhe.
Radhe 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 Jai Jai Shri Radhe.
Hello, Radharani ki.
Jai.
Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Namah Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Jayapataka Swaminiti Namine. Namah Acharya Padaya Nitai Kripa Pradayane Gaura Katha Dhamadaya Nagara Gramatayane. Namah Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So today we'll take a couple of pastimes. We are into part 13 of the series. One time, Radha and Krishna, they were in a kunja. They were sitting in a kunja and enjoying each other's company. But then suddenly Radharani became very morose, very sad. And Krishna looked at her and he said, "What's wrong? Did I offend you or something?" Because generally when they are together, they are in real good mood. So Krishna was a little worried. He says, what's up, Radhe? Why you are so sad? And Radharani said, "Oh Krishna, it has become very difficult and almost impossible to come out of my house in Gokul." And Krishna said, "What happened? Why do you say that?" And Radharani said, "You know what? Because I am associating with you, because I'm meeting you in different places, and people see that sometimes. And they started now putting a blemish on my name. They've gone to the extent of saying I'm Krishna Kalankini." Kalanka means it's a spot, on your character. Kalankini is a very, very harsh word. So Radharani said, when people say Krishna Kalankini means you have got this bad spot on your name because of your association with Krishna. So she said, I'm worried about both of us. I'm worried about you also because your name is also involved. And I'm really, really suffering because of this. So I don't know whether I'm doing the right thing or the wrong thing. But the fact is that I love you and I worship you. You are my Prananatha. And there are so many people loving you. The Devatas, the main Devatas, the Mukhya Devatas, even they love you and worship you. Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva, everybody, all the great sages, everybody loves you. And they worship you. I also love you and worship you. They don't get a bad name, but I get a bad name. So I can't tolerate that, You are Golokanatha for everybody, and for me too. Except that you reciprocate more with me than others. But that's not my fault. So I don't know. I really don't know what to do. I cannot continue like this anymore. I feel like giving up my life so that, I get rid of all this bad name. Actually in the society, the bad name is worse than bad activity. Even Krishna told Arjuna that if you run away, you will get a bad name, which is worse than death. So Krishna was hearing all this. He also got a little disturbed, but then he started pacifying Radharani. He says, "Oh Radhe, you are pure. Your love for me is pure. My love for you is pure. So why you are worried? You let people say whatever they want to say. And you need not worry. You have no kalanka. You are spotless. You are the most chaste." Radharani could not stop, because she said, no, these words will not help me. Because the fact remains that I am suffering because of this. So then Krishna said, okay, I understood it now. I will prove to the rest of the world that you are most pure, you are chaste. Radharani said, how can you do that? How will you do that? People see our, going around and all that, meeting in different places. And Krishna said, you leave that to me. I know what to do. I'll arrange in such a way that, people will understand what I'm saying. So he said, okay, now you go home, take a rest. Don't worry. Everything will be fine, So the Radharani was still not sure. But of course, she had faith in Krishna. So she just said, okay, let's see what happens. So next day morning, Krishna went to Ma Yashoda and started pretending that he's very ill, So he went and lied in the lap of Ma Yashoda and he collapsed, high fever, whole body burning. And he fainted, actually. So when Mother Yashoda saw that condition of Krishna, she tried to, put some water on his forehead and so on, and try to bring him out of his unconsciousness. But when she saw that nothing is happening, she became so nervous that she also fainted. So now Krishna has fainted, Yashoda has fainted. And Nanda Baba comes, he always loved Krishna. He wanted to see how is Krishna doing. So he came and when he saw mother and child both fainted like that, he was very worried. He called out for the servants and he said, somebody go bring doctor. I don't know what's going on. Both Yashoda and Krishna, they are fainted. So the message spread immediately, No SMS, no internet, no, but it spreads like wildfire because it's Krishna. In the villages, the message spreads very fast. So everybody came to know, all the people started rushing because Krishna is their life. They can't imagine anything like that. So he said, go bring some doctor, any doctor, all doctors. Just don't stop anybody, just I want the doctor now. You can bring Vaidya, Hakim, whoever is there, whatever they know, come, let them come. So like that, everybody went in different directions looking for a doctor. But when doctors came and they gave, different medicines and tried to do something, but Krishna won't come out of his unconsciousness. Then Nanda Maharaj became so restless. He himself went in search. He says, let me go myself. And he says, came out of the palace. He saw one very, very handsome young person, holding the Ayurvedic book in his hand and some box of medicines, looking very brilliant. So he said, who are you? And I had never seen you before. Yeah, he says, I'm just touring this area and I'm a doctor. I'm an Ayurvedic doctor. So he said, but something has happened in my family like that. Can you help? He said, of course I can help any situation. I'm a very good doctor. There is no disease I cannot cure. So he immediately brings him home. He looks at Krishna and Yashoda and he says, don't worry, everything will be fine. I need some special water, Anupana. I have some medicine, but that is to be mixed with a special water. And then, they'll be all right within no time. So he said, okay, tell us, what is that water? So the doctor opened his book and, started looking for references and things like that. And then, okay, yeah, here it is. A chaste lady who has never had any illicit relationship with anybody. She should go to Yamuna, walking on a bridge made out of hair, and then carrying a bucket which has 1,000 holes. And she should go in the middle of Yamuna, bend down and fill that bucket. Not a single drop should fall out of that bucket. And she walk back. And when that water comes, I'll mix the medicine and so you can imagine. Immediately, again the news spread. So all the ladies, because most of the ladies in the villages are, especially in Brajas, are all chaste ladies. So they all came. First, among the top, the Kutila and Jatila. Jatila is the mother-in-law of Radharani, Kutila the sister-in-law. They come. And Kutila is very, very proud of her chastity. She always talks about that. So she says, I will go. I can do that. And okay, from where the hair comes, so this doctor took a scissor and cut the hair of Krishna, who is unconscious there. He cut the hair, long hair. And he says, okay, make a rope with this, tie it across Yamuna. And the moment the Kutila stepped into Yamuna, she started drowning, So she says, oh, save me, And she comes out and says, wow, how that can happen? I'm such a chaste lady. Somebody did something. Somebody has done some magic, black magic. And doctor said, come on, we have no time for all that black magic, white magic. I want because this has to be done fast. So then Jatila, old lady, she's the mother of Kutila. So she said, I can do it. And she also fainted, she fell in the water. Like that, there are so many ladies came, everybody, so somebody could go 3 steps, 2 steps, 1 step, kept falling. And then now what to do? In the meanwhile, Yashoda came into senses, and she saw again, she said, what's going on? And then they told her. And she said, who will do this? And again fainted. Where can we find somebody like that? Then again she gets up. And she says, I will go. I think I'm chaste. Now Krishna's mother has to be chaste. So this doctor immediately said, no. The patient's mother cannot go. Patient mother bring the water, it will not help. Of course, by now we know, we know in the beginning only the doctor is nobody other than Krishna himself. So then they say, what to do now? And Krishna said, look, 1 minute, just wait. I think there is one lady in the Braja who can do that. Because I know for sure, I heard in different places, I'm coming from different places, that she is the most effulgent, beautiful, chaste lady. And I'm sure if you can bring her, she will do it. So she was not there on the spot, because she is almost like in a prison in her house. We know that. So then Kutila and Jatila go. Jatila sends Kutila, okay, you go and bring her. So Radharani comes and she sees Krishna fainted. And then she comes to know what is going on. And she's immediately ready. She's okay, I will go. I have Krishna on my side. In her mind she's thinking. And she starts praying to Krishna. All these other ladies, they were doing it on their own, calling their Devi, Devata, whoever, Kula Devata, Kula Devi. But now here Radharani starts worshipping Krishna very vehemently in her mind. And she's, please give me strength, because I want to save my Pranath. And he says, I have to save you, but you only have to give me protection. And then she sees Krishna smiling, not the Krishna who is lying down, just in her mind. In her heart, the Krishna says, okay, go. She takes this bucket. And as she goes in the middle, and bends down, and as she feels, she sees Krishna in the bucket, in the water. Krishna says, and Krishna is smiling, and so she starts feeling it. All these other Sakhis are there, they're walking in the water along with Radharani. Radharani is walking on the bridge of hair. And then Lalita says, don't worry, everything will be fine. You feel. And suddenly what she sees, she sees that this Krishna who was there in the water, he suddenly manifests 1,000 fingers. And with each finger, he closes one hole, so all the 1,000 holes are covered. So Radharani is actually pleased, but she wants to make sure she feels and takes the bucket little out, and she asks Lalita and Vishakha, just check that not a single drop is falling down, because all this will go waste if even a single drop falls. And they look around, inspect it and say, no, don't worry, everything is fine. So then Radharani brings the water. This doctor now says, okay, good. He checks again. This hole, that hole. He says, not a single drop has fallen. So he says, okay, now you hold this water in your hand and take out of the water. Put your hand in the water and make a cup, take it, and 3 times you give me in this my pot. All this drama baji is going on, and then Krishna mixes the medicine and immediately gives to Krishna, and then doctor mixes the medicine and Krishna drinks and he's absolutely fine. Yashoda is also fine, and then everybody very, very happy to see Krishna. And Krishna smiles and he says, who helped me? What had happened? And then they tell, you see, this is what happened. This is the doctor and this Radharani brought that, and now the doctor declares that she is the most pure, most chaste lady. Nobody should ever say a bad word about her from now on. Otherwise, I'll curse everybody. Something like that he says, and then, of course, Radha and Krishna, they are happy to see each other. And Krishna has kept his promise. Krishna never breaks his promise, right? He's the only one who keeps all his promises. When he told Radharani, I will make sure that you are declared as the most chaste woman. And he did that. Srimati Radharani ki jai. Radha Shyam Sundar ki jai. So now we will take one more. Radharani becoming angry. We know the pastime where in the beginning, even in Goloka Vrindavan, she had become angry with, and Krishna spent some time with Viraja. So one time, Krishna sent a message to Radharani to come to Sanket. Sanket is the place where they met once. In between Barsana and Nandagram. So now he is waiting for Radharani. Actually, he is going to Sanket. He says, you come to Sanket, and he is also going to Sanket. And on the way, he met Padma. Padma is a Sakhi of Chandravali. Chandravali is a competitor of Radharani. She is equally beautiful and having all the good qualities, everything, but she's a competitor. They both want Krishna's attention. And of course, Krishna is genuinely attracted to Radharani, but he's also not attracted to Chandravali. He has a good relationship with all the Sakhis, So this Padma was the maid servant of Chandravali. She came in front of Krishna and then blocked his path and started saying, Krishna, you are so cruel. We've all been searching for you. You're not available. We don't get to see you. And especially my Sakhi, Chandravali, she always wants to meet you, but you always avoid her. So now, just for a few minutes, few moments, you meet Chandravali. And now Krishna wants to go to meet Radharani. So he's stuck now. So he says, okay, I will definitely meet her sometime. But right now, I'm in a hurry, I'm in a hurry. I have an appointment and I have to go. And Krishna gives some excuse. He says, I have to meet her, somebody. Yeah, I have to meet Maharaj Vrishabhanu. He is called me. And he is a king, I cannot disobey his order. He has ordered that I should meet him now. So I'm going there. After I finish my meeting, then I will come and see. Don't worry. So I'm in a great hurry right now. Please do not stop me. So he told a lie. As they were talking, Chandravali came there. And when Krishna saw Chandravali, he just said, hello, how are you, etc. And then Chandravali just held his hand. And she says, you have no time for me? How can that be? And she just held his hand. and dragged him in a kunja nearby. Now Krishna could not say anything, you know. He is being almost forced by Chandravali. And he didn't want to look very harsh. So he also went in with her to the kunja. And they started, you know, having a little good time. And they're talking to each other and, you know, whispering goodies. And Krishna says, I like you so much, and this and that. I mean, that's going on. As they're talking, Radharani's bird, Sharika, she is there in the kunja on one of the trees. And she hears all this conversation between Krishna and Chandravali. So she flies back to Radharani. Radharani is the next kunja because that's where, so they're supposed to meet. She tells that Krishna is late because he is spending nice time with Chandramali. So this is really, really tough situation now for Krishna. In the meanwhile, Karala, the mother of Chandravali's husband, Malla, you know, his name is Malla. She comes to know also. Somebody goes and, you know, one of the Sakhis goes and tells her that this is what is happening. Your daughter-in-law is with Krishna in one of the kunjas. So Karala naturally, as Jatila, she also becomes very angry. And she says, okay, now itself I will go there and catch them red-handed. So as they are approaching, Krishna comes to know, and Chandravali is very scared about the whole situation. But Krishna transforms himself into Katyayani Devi, you know, the deity of Katyayani Devi. And when the mother comes there, she sees Chandravali worshipping Katyayani. So naturally, she's first, you know, she was cursing and she's, I'll finish all of you, I'll punish all of you, you'll never be able to get out. But when she sees this, she becomes very pleased with her daughter-in-law. And then she goes. She also worships Katyayani Devi. Katyayani Devi is incidentally, you know, worshipable by all the gopis. Here, Radharani's friends, Lalita and Vishaka, they are sent. Radharani. I mean, they are not even sent. Radharani is so angry, she doesn't want to talk to anybody, but they become little worried about Radharani. So they come to Krishna. Krishna, in the meanwhile, as you know, come out of the kunja and is running towards Radharani because she's late. He doesn't know, of course, that Radharani has come to know about the whole thing. So Lalita catches Krishna and then she starts, you know, chastising him. What kind of a person you are? You are most unfaithful, uncharitable, scrupulous, lampata, you know, all whatever she can say, she tells him. How can you do that? And Krishna explained to her that, you know, he was coming to meet Radharani. Only in the meanwhile, this all happened. And he's very sorry. He says, I will ask for forgiveness from Radharani. Please take me to her. And Radharani is in his Kopa Bhavan, very, very angry. So she refuses to even look at Krishna. Krishna comes and, you know, he knows how to talk. So he just starts pleasing her and, you know, asking for forgiveness for the delay and this and that. And Finally, he even holds her feet and starts massaging them. Radharani is still not melted, She just says no. I mean, she doesn't say anything. She just turns her face away and she's very, very angry. So Krishna, he says, I cannot live without you. You know that. Don't do this to me. He starts crying. And as he's crying, his tears are washing Radharani's feet. But this time Radharani is so angry that she doesn't bother about it. Then Krishna finally gives up and he goes outside the kunja and stands there and is very, very sad. So Vishaka comes to him and she says, why do you do this all the time? Krishna says, I already given explanation. Please ask Radharani to give up her anger. So Vishaka goes and tells Radharani, she is feeling so sad, bad about it. So you should forgive. Radharani becomes angry on Vishaka. Are you my friend or you are my enemy? Even you are talking on his behalf. And Vishaka says, I know Krishna's love for you is genuine, it's not fake. And you also love him, but this is just you are pretending, so many things. Radharani first doesn't agree, she says that. Then Vishaka says, give him a chance, Next time he'll not do it. I give you a guarantee, I had spoken to him, he has promised me. So then finally Radharani gave up, she says, okay. And then Krishna is allowed to go in and he meets her, they embrace each other, and then the both of them start crying. Radharani says, don't do this to me, I cannot leave this, that, blah, blah, I cannot share you with anybody. They speak so many sweet words, and then all the Sakhis start serving them and they have a good time. So this way Radharani's anger subsided after a long persuasion. Srimati Radharani ki jai. So thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed these pastimes. Now if you have any question, comment, we can discuss. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Very, very nice pastimes, and the way you narrate makes it all the more interesting. Thank you, Prabhuji. Very nice. Very nice. I thoroughly enjoy. I keep laughing now. As I listen, it's very, very pleasurable. Radharani and Krishna's pastimes. Thank you so much, Prabhuji.
Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. It was
Hare Krishna.
wonderful.
Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Haribol.
Thank you. So we'll stop here.